champion of Season 4. What a dominant effort for Christopher Dean. Side by side, coming to the line, Alex Cummings steals it.
To score his third win in 4 races, Road America to Dylan Parker. There's a photo of J.W. Miller with his father on the front straightaway at the Brickyard. Now he's actually going to go to victory lane at the Brickyard. J.W. Miller wins.
It is a short track Wednesday night here on the Captain Esports Network. As tonight, we are live from the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway for what is going to be a wild race tonight. Race number 3 of Season 7 of the Black Horizon Truck Series season. As we welcome you into the track with many nicknames, from the last great Coliseum to the fastest half mile. We just noticed Bristol, baby. 86 balming degrees outside, overcast and some wind and 55% humidity and more as we get you ready for the Rubbins Racin 100 presented by ExpressVPN. I am the captain. Welcome in on this Wednesday night. We are getting ready for some great racing under the lights here at Bristol Motor Speedway virtually. A little bit of a shortened pre-race because, well, I was trying to set up a new setting and I ran out of time. So I had to stick with what I had, and we'll work on it throughout the week and present it to you guys next week. How's that sound? But we're getting ready to go here for some great action as qualifying is ending already. You see the grid being lined up. Some reason I'm noticing that Facebook isn't working on the stream. Hopefully I can try to work on that when I get an opportunity to here this evening. But the cars are gridding. So let's take you down to the starting lineup, and boy, one team took over qualifying, I have happened to notice, and that team is TIX Racing as they took the top 3 spots. Cam Ingram, first career pole for him in the GLSR Truck Series alongside Drayton Cook, who has his best start of his short career. Tim Averill will start third in a 3 truck alongside him, Justin Bondurant. Jason Dalton, he won here, I believe, the last time we were on the concrete, and also won last week's race. And Sam Fontaine there in the 77 was dominant in Homestead last week. Christopher Dean, Casey Duncan, they'll take row number 4 there in the 7th and 8th positions. Dennis Warrens and Matt Telder, he'll be one to watch here at Bristol tonight. He's a good short track racer. He'll start in 10th. Luke Knupp, Luke Daniels, they'll take row number 6 and row 7. That's where you'll see Brandon Alphin and Tyler Brewer. Row number 8, Jeremy Freer and Alex Cummings. They will take row number 8. Row 9, Chris Evans, Travis Icavacci in the down under number 13. Peyton Johnson, 15 truck, starting in the 19th position. Alongside him, Cedric Ingram looking to keep his so far pretty stout season going as of now. See where we at here. Row number 10, I believe, is where we left off at there. Mike Robinson and Sammy B looking to get himself a good run this evening. Drift, Jacob Gladulich and Dylan Glass will take row number 12. Row 13, a Daytona winner, Jacob Black and Jason Clark, who's had a pretty good start to the season. Sean Peachin, Blaine Sparling, they'll take row number 14. Row 15, Brian Sutphin and Josh Gagnon in the 30th position. Robert Warrens, Cody Beatty, they'll take row number 16. And final row, Robert Lukens and Anthony Marshall. As the trucks roll off and already saving fuel. You can hear on board the Strada Italiano truck. As we welcome you into Bristol, where more than likely things are going to happen. You see that blue line down there on the inside? That is an invisible wall, so to say. That wall basically keeps you from coming onto the track there. You have to stay inside that blue line and go all the way around the pits during a pit stop. So if you have a penalty during the green flag, you might as well say sayonara to the race when it is all said and done, because that means you're going multiple laps down. Two races so far, 2 different winners. We saw a great Homestead race, a wild Daytona race. So why not? Let's go to Bristol for race number 3 and have some fun here on the Captain Esports Network. Sit back, grab yourself something to drink as the pace car is going to hang a left. It's the only thing allowed to cross that blue line tonight. It's kind of like a game of hockey, crossing the blue line. Pace car turns off. TIX Racing 1, 2, 3 coming to the green at the last great Coliseum on iRacing. You will see both lanes go to work. Oh, the 4 spinning in turn 3 right in front of the field. More trucks piling in. Last week's winner, how quick it can humble you. Caution number 1 on lap number 1. And knowing Jason, he probably feels absolutely terrible right now. Let's see what happens here. My guess is he got on the brakes. I've seen this a lot here at Bristol. In this bottom groove, you get on the brakes, it'll bring the tail end around just like that. Right in front of Dean. His teammate gets clobbered by the 90. Looks like Casey Duncan. Telder gets a piece. Who's that up there? It's Ikavachi. I think I saw the 1 pile in there. Sutphin. A couple trucks come to a stop. Cedric Ingram there stopping. You know, cold tires. That inside lane's lower banked. Maybe rear braking. Either way, that truck just spun around on him. Trying to see who else piled into this. Peyton Johnson got some damage. Looks like the 69 of Clark just spun her out. Good move on his part. Yeah, Duncan's got damage there. Sean Peachin heavy damage on the 1. Sammy B with some damage on that Aurelio Pizza's truck. Not the way you want to start. A lot of trucks on pit road here early. All right, so caution 1 on the track as we double file up real quickly. Cautions will fly by here at this track. As pace truck will pull back off. And Cam Ingram bringing it back to the green flag. Casey Duncan with some issues up the track. He goes with heavy damage on that limeade 17. See if everybody can work their way by pretty easily. And our cameras tonight presented by TrackCams22.com. You can check them out online, on Facebook, on the iRacing forums, and more. At TrackCams22.com is their website. Thank you to Ishmael and the guys from It's Van, I should say. I got the name wrong. From the TrackCam22 crew. As we do get a lap in the books, and you see laps around here 15, 16 seconds. Brandon Alfin, the champ down there in the 21 truck, working his way inside of Duncan, who's got that heavy nose damage. As Cam Ingram pulls away right now, 0.6 of a second lead over Tim April. Drayton Cook, Justin Bondurant, Sam Fontaine, a good short track racer himself, and the 7 running 5th position right there. Jeremy Frere in the 25 truck. Battling with Luke, get up, and he goes around. And caution number 2 is going to come out. The Reese's Pieces truck is literally in pieces. And caution out for a second time. See a 29 already with some heavy nose damage on that Red Sim design truck. Oh no. Fresh slid up in front of him, and basically Knupp said, I'm not playing that game, and sent him packing. Let's go on board Knupp's truck for this one. There's the slider, and there's the contact. Probably had to get out of the gas, too, which didn't help things. And we do have some trucks coming to pit road here. Matt Telder, Knupp, Evans, Black, Duncan, Robinson, Beatty, and Drift, Peachin, a lot of trucks. Coming to get damage fixed. Hopefully had a chance to check out the fantasy game from the GLSR guys. You can check out the website at GreatLakesSimRacing.com and put your fantasy bids in. At that game or two at a Major's Garage, set up shop all access pass that you can win. A pretty good deal right there. So make sure you check that out, of course. Also, make sure you type in GLSR, 20% off at the Buttkicker website if you use the code GLSR. So I was starting to mention before that first caution came out, if you click on the race info page down in the bottom of the YouTube page or wherever you're watching us from this evening, obviously not Facebook, I'm working on that issue still right now. You're going to see plenty of sponsors that the league has, including Dr.Squatch. Cool thing about Dr.Squatch, you can save 20% off your first subscription. Just purchase $18 or more. First time purchase, click on that link down below to have access to that. As again, we are 15 laps complete here at the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway. Sorry about that. Had to take care of a little issue there, but as you see, we're back to green. Been going for a couple laps here. We're trying to keep the cameras going for you guys, but you see Warren's falling back to the 10th position. That's Tyler Brewer jumping up there to the 9th spot right now. As Sam Fontaine, Brandon Alphin, that's the 5th and 6th position. That's the 4th of the TIX trucks going to the front. So that team looking pretty solid here tonight, along with Bondurant, who's representing the Turn 1 Legends team. You expect to see the 11 up there, also the 2. I'm sure Telder, I saw him on pit road before during that last caution. He restarted 24th right now. Anthony Marshall running that Mike Skinner throwback he used to run back in season 1. Robert Lukens there to 33. See the 79 truck of Josh Gagnon. All the trucks back on track, by the way. Peyton Johnson, Sam Barnes, and Jason Dalton back on track. On board, Chris Evans in the 51 truck, running the bottom side there. The 59, Blaine Sparling on that outside. See up here at second place, 2/10 of a second still separating the 3 and the 11. You see the 11 trying to dive down, but that top groove is the way to go around this track. Travis Ikavachi to pit road, unscheduled stop for the boss man. Actually, he's just down there on the bottom side right now. Thought he was coming to pit road. All right, for some reason, the race didn't post to YouTube tonight, so I apologize, or it's a Facebook, so unfortunate deal there, not sure, but I appreciate everybody watching us still tonight on YouTube and on Twitch. Let's check out Anthony Marshall back here with Luke Daniels, the 28 truck. '78 there, Cody Beatty. Sweet looking red paint scheme there. I like that color. I'm always a red fan. "35 laps in here, 65% fuel as usual, so should be about at least a one-stop race. 2 stops maybe at most. But I think you're going to see, almost some contact there. Almost some 70 on 70 violence there. Check out Matt Telder, that Swindell Speed Labs number 2 truck. Telder pretty sporty here at Bristol. Pretty sporty at any short track. Coming up on Casey Duncan. A little bit of right side damage on the 2 truck, not going to hurt him much. Got the 17 Casey Duncan there, to 63 of Alex Cummings behind him. Now up in front of this battle here is Luke Daniels. Now he's moved to the bottom side. You got the 90 of Dennis Warren's 13th position there. Robert Lukens having another great run in the 12th position. Tell you right now, I know that they do awards and stuff at the end of each season for the GLSR guys, but most improved driver after 3 weeks, that guy in that 33 truck right there. I am easily putting my ballot in for him right now. He has done a fantastic job of putting himself up in the front each and every week. Oh, and caution is out. Caution on the track. And it's not telling me for who. Could be Cedric Ingram and Dylan Glass, maybe? I see some damage on the 19. Third caution of the night here, lap 44. Let's see what could have happened to Cedric the Entertainer here. Oh, right there, somebody gets spun up ahead. That's Evans. Oh, the 29 at Canup. Oh, and Ingram nowhere to go, plows into him, and that probably brought the caution out. It saved him. Here we go, leaders coming to pit road. I mentioned the long pit road. Front stall has 21, or front stretch has 21 pit stalls. Back stretch has the rest of the field. They come all the way around inside this blue line, all the way around to the front stretch, 30 miles an hour. Jason Clark actually going to stay out. Looks like Blaine Sparling could be staying out. And also the Dean Machine going to stay out. Jeremy Frere might stay out. So a few trucks here with the limited sets of tires might be staying out to get some track position here. Right side tires going on. You can see everybody coming around here. Race off pit road. I think Abril beat Cam Ingram out of the pit, so great stop from the 3 crew. As you look around at this stadium, if you will, in Thunder Valley, as it looks like Sparling, his former teammate there, Christopher Dean, going to stay out behind him. You're going to see a couple trucks maybe take a wave around here. Peyton Johnson, who's only, what, 3 laps down right now in this 15 truck, could easily make up some laps if these others stay off track. So there goes Peyton taking the wave around. We'll go green this time by. Gives me an opportunity to talk about the podcast. Another episode done last night by Sam and Sean Peachin. Here for the GLSR. Been a little bit of a long week for me work-wise as I get ready for some more vacation time before the end of our fiscal year at FedEx. Looks like the 44 truck, by the way, is taking his truck behind the wall. And, yeah, so been a little bit of a busy week for me. And they took the realms, and I'm sure I'll probably be there next week with them as this very flowery number 59 truck. Going to lead him to the green. He caught somebody sleeping there. Dean on the outside. Three wide. Oh, Dean got out of it. Good move on his part there. As 21. How about Brian Sutphin here up 19 spots early in this race? Brian Sutphin, another short track racer, is pretty solid. And caution right back out. And this time it's Jason Clark, one of the trucks, and is Telder the other one. Look at, oh, Clark locks it. Oh, Jacob Black also involved. Oh, Telder gets a piece of the 90. So Jacob Black actually the reason for the caution. The Daytona winner. He went up. See what happens here. Oh, he gets a little loose, and oh, no. Gets hit by somebody hard. Oh, and he gets clobbered there. See who he came off the front end of there. He got loose off of the corner. Oh, and Clark's the one that caught him. Okay. All right, Squatching out again, unfortunately. And that's going to bring the guys who did not pit, I think, down pit run. No, Sparling stayed out, it looks like, amongst others. So let's step away, quick second, take a break, come back, and get you ready for the restart here from the virtual Bristol Motors Speedway as you're watching the Captain Esports Network.
iRacing puts you in the driver's seat from your home computer with the most realistic online motorsports experience you'll find anywhere. Race virtually in the world's biggest events with officially licensed series, cars, and tracks. From the high banks of Daytona to the blistering speeds of Indianapolis, the dirt of Eldora to the world's most legendary road courses. It's all here, and with more than 180,000 people just like you already driving, you'll always have someone to race. Ready to get behind the wheel? Sign up at iRacing.com to get started.
All right, caution out here at Bristol Motor Speedway virtually on iRacing. Appreciate everybody joining us here tonight on this virtual, well, it's actually a really Wednesday evening. But it's virtually on iRacing where we're hitting, where we're at here tonight. As I mentioned, the website you can check out. Do you look at the point standings where we're sitting right now, how team points look? And this actually gives me an opportunity right now. Turn one, or lap one legends. Sorry, not turn. I keep getting it wrong. Lap one legends. I like turn one legends too. I'm going to call them whatever the hell I want. They're leading right now by 4 points over KJD2. TIX is right there in third. Pretty close battles. Matter of fact, the top four teams all within 100 points. If you add Bully in there, the 106 separating the top five right now in team points. So it's a big-time thing going on right now there in the points standings. So as you're watching the Rubbins Racin 100 presented by ExpressVPN. Clark, you're doing a good job as always, buddy. Keep fighting. Nothing to hang your head over. All right, so coming back to the green flag here at lap 57, you have Cam Ingram, Drayton Cook, the 59, to Blaine Sparling on older tires. Justin Bondurant, Tim Averill, your top five. Fontaine, Glass, Alphin, Sutphin, and Dean, your top 10 here at just past the 1/4 distance. Appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. If you're joining the broadcast, you can, oh, look out, Marshall. You can always click on the subscribe button, or if you're on Twitch, you can hit the follow or subscribe, whatever that one is over there. I keep forgetting. If you're watching on Facebook, I'd like to know how, because for some reason it's not going over that way tonight. Oh, caution back out. Chris Evans has gone around here, turn 4, the mixed energy drink, number 51. And cautions are breeding cautions. The good news is I went in this morning and freshly swept and mopped the boxing ring room on Discord. Made sure everything was clean because I had a feeling that after tonight's party that there could be some issues. Well, let's see what happened to the Yoda of Evans. Goes down into the corner, catches the apron there a little bit. That's not going to help him. And catches more of the apron. That's really not going to help him. And then Netco turns him. Unfortunately, the apron kind of de-wedged the truck. And then that about 2 inches of space between him and Gagnon's truck sent him spinning. Here, I'm going to bring up the website here for a second. And let's show off the point standings here for a second as we enter tonight's race. I'm going to bring over the website. I got to get the link from Mr. Ikavachi on the end of this race. But look at Dalton leading right now. But Jason right now, 34th position, last. So right now, if this race ends, I believe Robert Lukens is leading the points. Clark, when's the last time? I got nothing on that one. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure if Robert knew that right now, he'd be calling for rain and somehow the postponement of the rest of the season. I might have to pull Robert up here, talk to him next caution, and see if he even knows what's going on. All right, going to go back green at lap 64. And the same cast of characters here up front most of the night outside of pit stops. It's been the Cam Ingram show up here at the front, looking to get his first win in that 5 truck. That'd be kind of odd if TIX Racing had, what would that be, 3 first-time winners and none of them are Brandon Alphin? And he won the championship? Kind of weird. All right, 65 laps in, here we go. Dylan Glass up there in the 6th position. Good to see him there. Rolling that top side. Here, Cody Beatty and Smarling. He's going backwards at 95. Robert Warrens, he's kind of matriculating his way up there through the field. Clark, is it safe to say that Robert Lukens might be this season's Alan Best? Tyler Brewer down there at the bottom at Race Lab. Ford F-150 looking pretty solid. Luking up. That 29 truck, there's Telder working his way back through the field. Not giving 2 Telders about anybody. Battle up here for 3rd. Look at Dylan Glass putting his truck to work. Up 19 positions to 5th. Dylan Glass, I believe, is a one-time winner in the series, and if I remember correctly, Dylan won at Michigan, if I remember correctly. I got to make sure I see this. I want to make sure I get this right. I believe it was Michigan Season 2 was Dylan Glass's 1 win. And yes, I am guessing off the top of my head. It was not Michigan. I was wrong. Story of my life. But he does have, oh, you know what? It was Charlotte. Dylan Glass, Charlotte in season 2, I think it is. Yep. I knew it was a bigger track. Glass looking for his second win. Of course, he's a member of the military, so he spent his time training and doing all kinds of things that, of course, people in the military do. We appreciate what he's done for this country. But we look at a little sporty back there in that 16 truck. There's a couple of KGD2 cars, or trucks. Fontaine and Brian Sutphin. 77 and 26 there, running 5th and 6th with Alphin there behind them. Up front, we've had a pass for the lead. Drayton Cook has gone by the 5. Let's see how that pass happened. It happened on lap 72, so 4 laps ago. Came on the top side there, and I think he just lets Cook go on through. So teammates working together, and I think he lets Abril slide on in there also. That's how the lead change happened, is they put a lap on Sammy B there. Back here, Dean and Gagnon going for 21st. You see Sparling up there. Unfortunately, the older tires, he was falling all the way back to 18th with his issues. Jacob Black trying to work his way up there through the field. As you see, the 26 has gone by the 77 for position. So more teammates helping each other out there. Trey Eldridge joining us tonight. Clark's former replacement, I guess we'll call him. There's Beatty. There's 33 of Lukens right there. I'm curious to know what it was that Lukens adjusted on his truck that got him going. What he might have found or something when it comes to his driving style, or because there's really nothing you can adjust when it comes to the truck itself. I mean, it's a fixed setup. But there had to be something driving style-wise or something that woke him up. As drift back here to 14 truck. Leaders not really getting away from each other right now. The top 5 all separated by 1.3 seconds, and that's it. Oh, trouble, Tyler Brewer, look out. 29 comes piling in there, cautions out. Oh, Black and drift, and caution out. Kind of a big wreck here. And I have a feeling the word brakes are going to be used in this one. Luken up has jumped to the pits. He's not going to be happy. Oh, boy. Telder gets into Brewer, and then Brewer gets an Ikavachi. Up, nowhere to go, and meanwhile, back here on the Memorial Day weekend, Drift and Black compiling in here. All right, caution out, leaders in. We'll come back and look at the replay again here. More tires and fuel for everybody, it looks like. And it looks like Drayton Cook can win the race off pit road. All right, so let's go back to this replay. Telder gives the boot to Tyler. Tyler tries to give him some room, and unfortunately, the contact with the 13, Duncan gets a piece, and here comes Luke Knupp. And just nowhere to go as people try to slow up. Now, for those for record, I'm not here to bash anybody or anything, but I know this gets brought up a lot. All right, so the wreck starts right there. This is how tricky it is to miss a wreck at Bristol. Those guys were entering turn 1 when the wreck happened. Again, not a criticizing type of thing, saying like ARCA brakes or something, you know. I'm sure it's going to get brought up. And all of a sudden, we've jumped to 21 viewers. Appreciate you guys watching tonight. KJD2 up front. They stayed out with Sutphin and Fontaine leading. Warrens, Beatty, Lukens, Telder, Duncan, Cummings, Evans, Peach, and Black Canyon all the way back to 14th is where your fresh tires are. Oh, geez. Patience are a virtue here. Robert Lukens up there in 4th. Casey Duncan, the Limeade Media truck, battling with Drayton as Drayton goes by with the 4 Belodies on his truck. Everybody got to just be patient now. Let the race come to him. Let the tires heat up. Make the pass one at a time. Don't try to get to the front like it's the last lap of the race. You still got 105 laps left. The battle of Bob's or Roberts. 95 and 33 here, 3rd and 4th. But Anthony Marshall doing a good job. 15th position for him, up 19 spots. Not the biggest mover of the race, by the way. We do have a couple people that are up almost 30 positions from the start because of the cycling of positions. There's Bondurant following through. Sutphin, 6/10 of a second right now on his teammate as Cook has worked his way to 3rd as the 8 and a 3 just worked that bottom side or middle groove, I guess, if you will. So one thing about Bristol, it's really cool, is the pit strategies, how people try to get some track position. And they'll work their way up to 2nd right now. Often looking underneath of Alex Cummings there. You see the 5 of Cam Ingram kind of taking his time up through the field here. Being patient, trying to keep that truck under him. The lap 1 Legends truck running 12th position here for Alex Cummings. You see Marshall going on by. So Drayton Cook has jumped up to the front. They did get by Sutphin about a lap or 2 ago, as we were watching the other passes go on. So Cook has gone back to the front with the 3 of Tim Averill moving to second. Brian Sutphin, Fontaine, 3rd and 4th now. So it took roughly about 15 laps or so to get to the front. Dylan Glass passing the 78 of Cody Beatty. So next week we go from a short track to a dirt track. How about Knoxville? We're going to head to Iowa, Knoxville Raceway for the truck race in the GLSR Truck Series next Wednesday night, 8:45 Eastern. Put them on the dirt. 15 of Peyton Johnson, that is. Sorry about that, Peyton. Peyton is up to, I'm looking for a number here, 26 now. He is still 3 laps down, but gaining track position as he goes in logs laps. Right here, Robert Warren's under attack from Anthony Marshall. For those who just pitted, if they can get this long run, that will definitely help them out, because they'll bring those who have older tires to pit road and give them the track position that they're stealing away right now, as Tyler Brewer gets back on track in that 40 truck. Tyler, unfortunately, is 26 laps down. Oh, contact right there. That was Sutphin, I thought. We got more contact happening. Oh, and Dean's in the wall. Watch out, Fontaine. Oh, into Warnes. And Warnes goes into the inside wall. Caution is out. Unfortunate chain reaction there. Turns into a single car or truck spin. So you see Dean gets in the wall and his teammate tries to avoid him, and unfortunately just down into the 95. Unfortunately just ran out of room. All right, so does anybody come to pit road here? Who has what tires left? They're waiting on the pace car right now, I think. And it looks like some of the trucks that did not take tires on pit road now. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and have more racing for you from the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway. The Rubbins Racing 100 presented by ExpressVPN is on the Captain Esports Network.
This is your chance to get behind the wheel. The opportunity to race just like the pros. From the grassroots levels, where we all got our start, to the most popular race cars on the planet. From the fairgrounds of Nashville to the high banks of Daytona, to tracks that will never be forgotten. Realistic driving, intense competition, all from the comfort of your own home. This is the ultimate motorsports simulation. This is iRacing.
As Sam Fontaine leaves pit road, we come back here at the virtual Bristol Motor Speedway as we sit with just over 80 laps to go. In Justin Bondurant now in the front. And there must be a weird situation that must have happened here, because now some of the TIX trucks have come to pit road. So I think the pits must have opened or something, and it allowed other trucks to come down pit road. Oh, this is going to be a tough break for some of the trucks up front, as it looks like the pits opened for maybe after, or maybe they missed it or something. But in the end, it's going to cycle some interesting things around here. Brian Sutphin is now going to be the leader of this pack of trucks that pitted. And you're going to have Fontaine, Beatty, Telder, Cummings, Evans, Lukens, Cedric Ingram, Robert Warrens, and then the first of the TIX trucks that were up front in Cam Ingram is going to be 16th now. Interesting development there we'll have to check out. But, yeah, it looks like some of the trucks that were running about maybe 5th on back just took advantage of what might have been a situation or something, or I don't know. But I noticed we have different people up front now. All right, pace truck's in, and I think it's about time. Let's hope we can make it through it. Let's turn it up. All right, we did make it. Caution out. Oh, Casey Duncan has spun around here. I don't think he's the only one involved. Or maybe he is. But caution out again here as the 17 truck goes around. Luke Daniels underneath. Oh, boy. .28 there, saw a spot in the bottom side. He went there and the two made contact. And knowing both of them, they are unhappy. And now you got the 4 TIX trucks in drift coming to pit road. So interesting to have to check out there after the race. I'll have to talk to Lewis and see what took place there. All right, let's, I said I would do it, so let's do it. We go talk to old Bobo Lukens. And let's hope I don't put the jinx on him, because apparently I am like the new broadcaster jinx in the way it works here. Robert, you got a copy, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Dude, what has changed in these like last few weeks here? Because not that you've struggled before, you've had your share of issues, but here you are, been running up front. I think right now you're the points leader technically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, man. I went into this season. I've been here since season 1, and I'm like, every year I went in with the mentality of I gotta do good. You know what I mean? So this year I was like, all right, you know, with Calhoun picking us up, but unfortunately, I don't know if you heard the news. He hasn't broke it yet. I don't know. But he might do that after the race. But but Bully's still going to be around this season. But this year, me and Anthony just want to go out and run the best we can. You know,
all right.
We don't care if we finish first or 31st. It's just we just go out there, have fun this year, and not worry about team points or anything like that.
All right, my man. Well, you're 9th. You're about to come to the restart, and I hope the next 71 laps go well so that I don't get blamed for you having issues or something, okay?
All right, brother.
All right, buddy. Be safe. Robert Lukens running in the 9th position. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, boy.
All right, ready?
I'm sorry, all Lukens fans. If he gets into a wreck in this race, I will no longer interview anybody mid-race. That's the deal right now. All right, green flag back out. Bondurant in the lead. Telder up there in the 3rd position following Dylan Glass as he's going to take that spot from Sutphin. His former teammate drops it down to the bottom on Glass. Glass going to hold him off right now on that top side. Sam Fontaine there behind him. Alex Cummings having a great run. Cody Beatty is now up there in the front. Blaine Sparling has worked his way up. Three wide off of 2 at Bristol. Oh, Sutphin, hold on, young man. Good save on his part, as here comes Alex Cummings into 63. Robin Warrens, who was involved in an accident earlier, he's up in the top 10 now. The battle for second as Telder went to the top side. And now it's the Lap 1 Legends 1-2 right now. Sutphin trying to slide her up there in front, not able to do so. So you got this battle going on. There's Fontaine and Dylan Glass with Cummings there behind him. Up caution back out. Dennis Warrens. And I believe Dennis had an issue, potentially, in the 90 truck. Caution's out for the time. Oh no, Casey Duncan had issues in the 17. That's why it showed him entering pit road. That would make sense. Probably got that cleared. Let's see it again for... Oh, drift got KC. Nice save. Just kind of backed her in easily. Let's see how this all started. Jason Dalton up there on the top side. They're 3 wide. There slides up into him a little bit there. More leaders coming to pit road. It looks like a majority of the trucks actually going to stay out here with 60 laps to go. You have to wonder, for these guys here that are on pit road, it might be their last stop. So that's going to give Telder the lead here. Cody Beatty in the Hopeless Records, number 78, who, by the way, does some pretty funny videos. I haven't had a chance to really talk about this much, as he and I have been, friends and stuff for a couple of years now. And race over with some Gear Jammer buddies with Wilms and, let's see, Richard Schwent, Joe Petrick, all those guys over there. We've raced, God, for years. I mean, the 4 of us have known each other for all 10 years. I've been on iRacing almost. And Cody's been a part of that group and stuff. And he actually makes videos on YouTube of, like, news stories about a certain buddy of ours that races NIS races. And they're pretty funny. If you get a chance, go check him out on Cody's YouTube. He also has some wrestling shows he hosts with the 2K video game and stuff. So I'm going to give him a little cross promotion there. Make sure you check those out. Pretty funny guy. Robert Warren spun out earlier. Now in the 3rd position, up 28 spots. Brandon Alfin now up to 4th. Averill, Cook, Ingram, Lukens, Evans, Cedric, Ingram. And Drift up to 11th right now. The fresh tires are going to restart all the way back there with Brian Sutphin. Here we go. 56 laps to go at Bristol, virtually on iRacing on the Captain Esports Network. You're watching. We appreciate you joining us tonight. Pretty sure Telder's back bumper just got as wide as the Tennessee-Virginia state line. As Robin Warren's under attack, he's getting flanked by a bunch of Strata trucks. Chris Evans, how about that up to 8th position? He was spun out earlier. On board with Robert up 26 spots from his start. So you see the 3, Tim April underneath him. You got Cam Ingram there behind them. Look at Brian Sutphin. There's the fresh tires right there, passing Cedric. Oh, Lukens go! Oh, Sutphin turns her sideways and saves it. What a save. Oh, and now contact. And Sutphin spins off 4 and gets clobbered by somebody. It looked like it was fully saved. And Brian Sutphin got clobbered by somebody. Let's watch what happened there. Lucan's trying to protect the bottom, I think, here. And Sutphin dives in there. Oh, yeah. A little late commitment there, but still. Contact made there. It looks like he has it saved. Comes back on track. Oh, he gets loose again. Comes back up and bam, Sean Peachin. Sam. And Peachin, unfortunately, going to be out of this race. Not that he already had a lot of damage on that truck, but this did not help things. All right, it's 48 laps to go. Do I dare? You know I got to. I've got to do this. You know I've got no choice but to do this.
No.
So how's it going up there in the front, Mr. Telder?
Oh, we're having a great time, Scott. How's it going up there?
Oh, I'm having a wonderful time here. Question is your rear bumper as wide as the state line?
It needs to be as wide as Texas' state line.
So obviously you've gone back to front a few times here, and we got tires sitting about 10 spots back. I assume you're done pitting tonight.
Well, we're gonna see. That's up for debate. We're playing this lap by lap.
All right. Well,
I don't really want to go to the back end. When I've been back there, I've been hit by everything but the tech barn. So.
Well, give it time. That'll be in here too. But yeah, needless to say, okay. Well, good luck there. 154 laps complete. I've interviewed one other person, and he's in the top 10. So.
Well, that's a good omen, I guess.
Yeah. But something's got to stop somewhere. Anyways, best of luck.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it.
Where the hell his team is? There it is. His acronym is LOL. Lap 1 Legends. Even though I call them Turn 1 Legends. Going to go back green here with 45 laps to go. We got Telder, we got Drayton Cook, Brandon Alphin, Robert Warrens, and Tim Abril. Cam Ingram, Chris Evans, Robert Lucan, Cedric Ingram, and then Alex Cummings, now the first truck on new tires, or newer tires. The newest tires are now Cody Beatty back in 17th in that red and black truck there behind the 11. So we've got older tires. We got old tires, older tires, and new tires as we go back to green. Evans almost got ran over there by, look like Cam Ingram maybe. Telder with Drayton Cook all over the back of him. Said he was going to try to make the back bumper as wide as Texas. Oh, they're leaning on each other. Contact. Telder's in the wall. Warren's going to get a piece, and Telder goes around. And some reason, I'm probably getting blamed for this. Somebody just blew up. I think it was a 95. Oh, boy. Drayton raced him really tight here into the corner. I don't know, man. I mean, obviously Drayton drove up the track. That's evident. This one's going to get looked at for a little bit, I think. Let's, I don't get to show this view often. Let's go rear chase here. So you're going to see the 8 come up the track. I can't say I saw the 2 come down at all, but I have to look at it again. Unfortunately for Telder, gets clobbered there by the 9. Oh, it looks like Abril gets some damage. But Telder's going to get tires now, and we'll have Cook, Alfin, Ingram, and Abril up front now, and Alex Cummings with the fresher tires out of the group now in the 5th position. And let's see, Cody Beatty got his way up to 13th with the newer tires. With 38 laps to go now. And we'll see who now has. So we're going to have Chris Evans, Telder, Black with lap 160 coming in and getting tires. So they're not going to be the freshest tire bunch. And the reason why I bring up tires is a big issue at this track. You know, on iRacing, period. So, I mean, you get fresh tires and you get a green flag run, you can work your way up some positions. But we'll go back green here with TIX running 1 through 4, and then Alex Cummings, Robert Lukens up here the 6th. That's my defense tonight right now if Telder blames me for that accident, because Lukens is 6th. Anthony Marshall up to 7th. Could be looking at his best finish since his win at Michigan in season 1. Dylan Glass running 8th. Bondurant and Fontaine, your top 10. Look at all that clag. Lukens outside for 5th. Now I've got to look at the record book. I believe that either Ace Racing or I'm getting the other team name. As Lukens is taking the 5th position away, Dylan Glass up to 6th. Here comes Cody Beatty with those fresher tires. He's up to the 10th position now. I cannot PPM. Either PPM or Ace Racing. I believe one of them, if not both of them, have finished 1 through 4 in a race before. I'm about to go back and see if I can find that on record somewhere. There's Telder right there in the 2 truck, still in it. getting whatever he can out of her. 16th position, or he battles for 15th, I should say. And 30 laps to go. Cody Beatty working through the field with these tires. Problem is you can only go so much before they just start to fall off. Dylan Glass trying to work his way around to 33. Dylan's had a great race tonight, 6th position for him. Oh, Lucan's in the wall. I don't think he hit it. I mean, he hit it hard, but I don't think it's going to affect his truck at all. Oh, easy Robert up the track now, and here goes Fontaine, 3 wide with Bondurant. Great racing that this is here at Bristol. Of course, next week, as I mentioned, the short track at Knoxville Raceway on dirt. (8:45) Eastern, we'll have that race for you here on the Captain Esports Network. Anthony Marshall looking underneath his teammate. Pass back here as Gagnon loses the position to Jacob Black, who's fighting his way to the 18th position so far tonight after his win in Daytona. But this is where it's at right now. The battle is on as Cam Ingram gets the wall. Here comes Dylan Glass to his inside. Glass and Alex Cummings. See, I can't help but think when you have a truck pass you on the inside in this kind of situation that the truck in front of you is likely not going the fastest. And that's where we're seeing right now as Glass has passed one truck almost to the inside wall there. By Cam Ingram, now he's got Tim Abril, so you wonder if Alfin is struggling in that truck, and he actually moves down. And now Glass is going to take him 3 wide. Oh, contact! And into the wall goes Abril, Alfin. Big wreck, the Ford truck involved. With 15 laps to go. So caution out. And unfortunately, what was looking okay for the TIX team just, well, Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours on the outside of the truck there just got flipped on its rooftop. Evans gets in there. Marshall, I think, snuck through there. We ride. I want to jump back to Marshall. Bondurant gets in there also, along with Fontaine. So Marshall did get a piece of it. All right, so trucks are on pit road. A lot of them getting damage fixed. And now Cook, Alex Cummings, who is very notorious for stealing wins. Cody Beatty up to third. Anthony Marshall is up to fourth. And Chris Evans up to fifth now. I guess this is a good time to remind you we do have green, white, checkered finishes in this series. All right, so we're going to get a restart here. Probably close to 10 laps to go. So it looks like Drayton Cook's going to take the top side and have some blinking issues here. Alex Cummings there second. Marshall in fourth there next to Cody Beatty. Chris Evans, Christopher Dean up to the top five now. Chris Evans, I mentioned him. Drift Teller, Jacob Black. Anybody in the top 10 not been involved in a wreck tonight? Freshest tires out of the top 10 right now. Chris Evans. Actually, no, I take that back. Blaine Spar up, caution's back out. Never mind. And, Christopher Dean with issues. I was about to say Blaine Sparling has the freshest tires right now. What happened to the Dean machine? Oh, he and Telder come together. Oh, and Bondurant, big piece. And no recycle again. All right, so now that we are under caution again, let's bring this up. I brought up the tires. Blaine Sparling, Robert Lucan, Cedric Ingram. They're sitting back at 8th, 9th, and make the 8th, 10th, and 11th right now, respectively. They all pitted at lap 187. And you got others that pitted on 160. And obviously, the rest either 126, 141, or 152. All right, going to come back to green with 5 laps to go. Bristol has definitely lived up to its name tonight. Some wild racing. And, of course, the unknown, which makes it a fun track to be a part of. All right, pace car's off as Cook leads them back to the green. Cummings gets up to the top side pretty quickly there. Here comes Cody Beatty with the 31 of Marshall there, 4th, and Evans in 5th. Marshall dives it down to the bottom on Beatty. Not able to steal the spot away. Three laps to go as Lukens gets by Telder. Watching the fresh tires. Chris Evans coming up to the back of the 31 of Marshall. As Cody Beatty dives to the inside as the white flag will wave. Final lap from Bristol. Drayton Cook, who took over for Bryce McCune in this seat, is going to come off turn 4 and score his first career win in race 3 to Drayton Cook at Bristol. Cummings 2nd, Beatty 3rd. Blaine Sparling finishes 4th on the new tires. And Anthony Marshall a top 5. And that was a wild one. Wait to see. There we go. And while he celebrates, let's look at the final results of this Rubbins Racing 100% by ExpressVPN as Cook wins it over Cummings. Beatty finishes 3rd. Blaine Sparling almost comes back and gets a 4th place finish. Anthony Marshall 5th. Robert Lukens top 10. Dare I say point leader Robert Lukens potentially. Chris Evans 7th. Drift 8th. Cedric Ingram 9th. Matt Telder gets a top 10. Josh Gagnon 11th. Jacob Black 12th, Cam Ingram 13th, Tim Abril 14th, and Jeremy Freyer finishes 15th. Christopher Dean 16th, Peyton Johnson, Dennis Warrens finishing 17th and 18th. 19th, Casey Duncan, Bonder at 20th, Sam Barnes 21st, Fontaine 22nd, Dylan Glass 23rd, Brandon Alfin 24th, Tyler Brewer 25th, Luke Daniels, Jason Dalton, and Robert Warrens finishing in the 28th position. Sutphin, Peach, and Canup, Ike Avachi, Clark, and Mike Robinson finishing 34th on the grid tonight. So what a race it was. Definitely had its entertaining points. Definitely had its wrecking. Definitely had its Bristol. That's what this is all about. And obviously that's what Bristol does, is it brings out tempers and stuff like that. And yeah. Let's talk with our top 3 finishers here. I'll share my opinions about this race before we get off the air and go from there. Let's talk to Mr. Beatty, who finishes in the 3rd position. So I can find him. There he is, up here in the ace team. As Cody wrestles his way to a 3rd place finish, need we say. Good run for you tonight in the 78 truck. Took advantage of those tires, worked your way up, got some track position, and a top 3 run for you.
Yeah, we needed a good run. I can happily say I made it through Bristol with a 0x as well, so that's a plus. After the last 2 weeks, we definitely needed a good run.
Yeah, talk about the race. Obviously, it had cautions, it had battles, it had strategies, it had all types of stuff. In the end, obviously, it come down to tires and stuff like that. But I mean, outside, it was a typical Bristol race.
It was a typical Bristol race. It was very hard once the tires got real worn to pass on the bottom. You had to kind of arc the corner to try to make it stick, get the run off. Otherwise, the top lane would just prevail. It was okay. It's just other than the top being the main dominant line, you couldn't really pass anybody. You just get stuck there for laps upon laps. But other than that, I had fun. It was a blast.
And a great job out there for you in that red truck. It's awesome to see. I know I made mention of your stream earlier as you pick on drift, or not drift, but forward all the time. So obviously people get to see that now, and your chance to shout out whoever you like to.
Shout out to all my family and friends watching, and I'm dedicating this 3rd place tonight to my stepbrother. 9 years ago yesterday, he passed away from leukemia, and he was riding with me tonight. That's how he kept me out of all those wrecks. So this race is for him, and yeah, appreciate all the viewers watching, and we'll see what happens at Knoxville. I'm not the best at dirt, but we'll give it a best shot.
And that's all you can do. So congratulations on the 3rd place run tonight, and we will talk next week at Knoxville potentially.
Yep. Thanks, Cal.
No problem, buddy. Cody Beatty finishing in the 3rd position this evening. And Robert Luke in Missouri celebrating the fact that I did not jinx him tonight, as I went 1 for 2 on a jinxing apparently. So let's just get him down to his channel there. Let's talk to our 2nd place finisher this evening. Alex Cummings gets himself a good run here. And there's Alex down here in the Lap 1 Legend channel. As Alex joins us this evening, congratulations, Alex, on the 2nd place run. You definitely persevered out there and kept the truck fairly clean. Obviously, a few dings on there, but you survived Bristol.
Yeah, like you're lucky whenever you can say that.
Right?
Especially. So, I'll take the 2nd place. Definitely need it after how the first race of the season went, so it should help.
Yeah, great job here this evening, of course. Talk about the racing out there. I know Cody made mention, obviously, it was typical Bristol-type stuff. I mean, we saw everything that you would see in a normal race.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was surprised. I mean, it's kind of like what everybody was expecting, is just trying to not get involved in the big wrecks that could potentially take you all the way out, and just try to not get as much damage as you can, and just I think if you could finish the race on the lead lap here, that's mainly what everybody's goal was.
Well, great job tonight. Congratulations on your 2nd place finish, and shout out to whoever you like to.
Thank you. Just give a shout out to Telder and everybody on the team. They brought me on this season. Thank my sponsors again this season, Techno RC and Hobby Wing RC, and give you a shout out for the awesome broadcast.
Absolutely, man. Great job. Congratulations. And, yeah, and obviously Dad says hi. He's pretty happy with you, too.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for him watching also.
I wasn't trying to, give you that sign, but there was a sign, I guess, there. Good job, bud.
Thank you.
You too. Alex Cummings finishing in the 2nd position this evening. All right, let's take a look at, or I'm looking, I should say, at the fun channel over there. It's no longer clean anymore, and that's that daggum boxing ring channel. Let's talk to the winner of tonight's race. I know the one thing that's being brought up, of course, is the move that won that race for him, as Drayton Cook joins us tonight. Drayton, congratulations. Welcome to Victory Lane here in the GLSR Series. And your first career win in a very low number of starts. And, yeah, congratulations, I guess.
Man, I appreciate it. That was a race. 200 laps around here is tough. I don't know how the Cup guys do many more than that.
Well, talk about the racing out there. Of course, you had your contact there with Telder that's being talked about a little bit. But obviously, you guys had to work your way from mid-pack here after what appears to be some kind of glitch or something that happened during a race that set you guys back.
Yeah, so I think iRacing has this glitch whenever they open pit road on both sides and you use the single pit road. it lets people pit a lap early because no one catches or people don't catch the pace car. So it glitched on us. It glitched on some other people. But the incident with Telder, I mean, I think the replay shows it pretty well. There's an entire lane up there against the wall. So we're both running the middle. But I mean, it's racing. That's what happens.
All right. Well, great job tonight, man. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, man. Strata, Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours, Chris, the rest of my team. They didn't get the finish they deserved tonight, but they definitely deserved it. And then Kosloff, I hit you up on Discord. I found pace, buddy. I found pace.
Well, great job tonight, man. Congratulations.
So we'll see you guys next week, all right?
Absolutely. Drayton Cook, their winner tonight here at the Bristol Motor Speedway virtually. And we will go from there. So, all right, we survived the short track. Now we go to the dirt track and head to Knoxville virtually next week. And we'll have a week to try to cool everyone down. Keyword there is try. Hi, Joe. But we'll go from there, man. Appreciate everybody watching tonight. And great race. I know there's going to be a lot of angry people. That's what Bristol does to us. And unfortunately, that's what we get. We got the typical Bristol race that we got tonight. We had racing. We had wrecking. We had strategy. We have pissed off people. It's the way it goes. That's what Bristol is. And if people don't like that kind of racing, then I guess you shouldn't be racing Bristol. But that's what we're going to get here tonight. So it was definitely what we looked forward to. As Joe says, it's Bristol, baby. Exactly right. And just wait till we get to Martinsville in a few weeks. That's going to be very interesting, too, for the series. So, as always, we check out by saying, remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing, or it's Bristol. See ya!
Brickyard.